So if you walk to Temple 18 Onzanji, there's a little hill at the end that you have to climb. You come upon a set of stairs and a giant statue of Kobo Daishi here. And then you come to the front. Another set of stairs that we will climb up. I heard a bell, so I know there's a bell tower somewhere. Place to wash your hands. The Daishi Do is down here. Maybe there isn't a bell, maybe it was just the Hondo bell. So I'm gonna take a rest, read some sutras, and then walk you through the interesting history of this temple. Before I cut off, just show some of these figures in the back here. A couple are closed up, but a few that are clearly visible. Temple 18 Onzanji, the Temple of Gratitude Mountain. And this is the Daishi Do down here, and the Hondo up there, and a place to wash your hands here, and some statues over here. Why is this called Gratitude Mountain? Well, when the monk Gyogi, who lived in the early part of the 8th century, founded this temple, he established a rule that no women could approach the temple beyond a hill called Hanayori no Saka. Likewise, women were not allowed on basically any of the sacred mountains, even Koyasan. And women are only allowed in Koyasan, I think, sometime in the 20th century. So women were prohibited from Koyasan, even though there are signs that Kobo Daishi thought that women should be allowed on sacred mountain. So 100 years later, after Gyogi prohibited women from coming up here on this mountain, because it was a sacred mountain and women weren't allowed on sacred mountains, Kobo Daishi came here. And when he was here, his mom wanted to come visit him. And let me take a break in the story. Apparently this graveyard is spectacular in the afternoon sun. I'm here in the late afternoon, so I'm not getting to see that view. Well, since women weren't allowed here, Kobo Daishi's mother, who came to visit her son, was turned back. So at that point, Kobo Daishi began a 17-day esoteric ritual at the temple gate, and when he completed it, the prohibition from women was lifted and his mother was allowed to enter the temple. When she entered the temple, she shaved her hair and she became a nun. Having become a Buddhist nun, she was cared for by her son here, and this has become the Temple of Gratitude towards parents, because Kobo Daishi showed great gratitude to his mother. A monument, I think the spot where her hair and her worldly clothes were buried after she attained Buddhahood, are at the bottom next to the Kobo Daishi Hall, and I'll point those out when I go down to the bottom. So this story really testifies to the gratitude that Kobo Daishi had towards women, and even though there's this legend about it at this temple, women are still prohibited from entering many other temples. It looks like there's a path up here, perhaps to another building, another okuin, but it is closed off and I can't get to it. Both the images in the Hondo and in the Daishi Do are closed from public view. This temple is actually the closest temple to Koyasan, and it's said that on a clear day you can see Koyasan, but it's not a clear day and I can't see it. I've just come down the stairs from the main hall, the Hondo, and here is the Daishi Do, or the hall dedicated to Kobo Daishi. And I believe this is the spot where his mother's hair and worldly belongings were buried. This is Temple 18 Onzanji, the Temple of Gratitude Mountain, a temple dedicated to the gratitude that Kobo Daishi showed his mother. Off to Temple 19. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe.